So what is the scale of the universe? From the smallest of particles to the largest structures in the cosmos, everything has distance. In this video, we'll be exploring the ends of the universe to find the size of everything in existence. We begin our journey with the Planck length at 1.6 times 10 to the minus 35 meters. This is the smallest possible distance in the universe. Anything smaller than this distance simply has no meaning at all. In other terms, the laws of physics such as gravity and space-time would no longer be valid and quantum effects would dominate. Next is quarks at 10 to the minus 18 meters. These are the elementary particles that make up everything in the universe, including protons, neutrons, and electrons. At 10 to the minus 15 meters, the protons and neutrons join to form the nucleus of the atom. Add a couple of electrons and we reach 10 to the minus 10 meters, completing the atomic structure. Next, at 10 to the minus 7 meters, comes the first unicellular life, such as bacteria and protozoa. At 10 to the minus 5 meters, we reach the width of a human hair, or about 30 microns across. This is the first distance that the naked eye can see. Bigger still is a standard grain of sand at 10 to the minus 4 meters. We finally reach humans at 10 to the 0 meters. I find it interesting that, out of all the objects in the universe, we are directly in the middle of the scale, not too big and not too small. Anyway, if you're scared of heights, I doubt you'll like the next one. At 10 to the 2 meters is the height of the tallest tower in the world, the Burj Khalifa in Dubai. If you fell off this tower, you wouldn't hit the ground for over 13 seconds. Passing 10 to the 3 meters is Mount Everest, the tallest mountain in the world, while the standard altitude for international flights is at 10 to the 4 meters high. At 10 to the 7 meters is the diameter of the Earth at 12,742 kilometers wide. Beyond that is the orbit of the Moon at 10 to the 8 meters. Fun fact, only 12 people have gone this distance and walked on the Moon. This is the furthest a human has ever been from Earth in all of history, but there is a long way to go yet. 1.4 million kilometers is the diameter of the Sun, but Earth's distance from the Sun is 150 million kilometers, or 1 astronomical unit. The largest star ever discovered is known as UY Scuti, and is a mind-boggling 2.3 billion kilometers across. If you were to place this star where our current Sun is, it would instantly consume Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. Continuing on, the Voyager 1 is the furthest man-made object from Earth, at 10 to the 13 meters. Launched in 1977, it has taken 36 years for the spacecraft to leave the solar system. Travelling beyond the solar system, the distance that light travels in a year is 10 to the 15 meters. This distance is known as a light year. At 10 to the 16 meters is the nearest neighbouring star system, Alpha Centauri. Voyager 1 still has another 50,000 years to go before it reaches this star system. Further into the galaxy, at 10 to the 19 meters, is the Orion Nebula, a region of space filled with large clouds of gas. The Milky Way stretches over 100,000 light years in diameter. The Earth rotates around the galactic center approximately every 250 million years. The distance to Andromeda, the next closest galaxy, is over 2 million light years. Andromeda will collide with the Milky Way galaxy in around 4 billion years. But don't worry, our solar system won't be affected, and it will be an amazing view. Andromeda and the Milky Way galaxy make up part of the local group. This consists of 64 galaxies within 10 million light-years of our own. The local group makes up a small portion of the Virgo supercluster, a mass of 100 galaxies. Finally, encompassing all the superclusters of galaxies is the Observable Universe. This is everything that exists and is visible to us from Earth. This distance is ridiculous at almost 10 to the 27 meters. That's a 1 with this many zeros. What I find interesting is that all it takes is 62 powers of 10. Everything finds itself between the Planck length and the observable universe. It seems small, but 62 is the magic number to quantify everything in existence. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe for more content like this. Until next time, goodbye.